Hi, I'm Lauren. I recently got a request for a tutorial on crow pose, Bakasana. So here it is. You might hear some noises from Julius in the background. She's my dog and she's swimming and barking next to us and shaking, making me nervous. Julius, do not come near this camera. Stay your wet self over there. So crow pose, Bakasana. Stay your wet self over there. So crow pose, Bakasana. This is going to be a super quick tutorial. Make sure that you're nice and warm. I've already just finished my yoga practice, so my body is ready. So things that we need for crow pose are the ability to bring the legs in, to be able to do this without assistance, without pulling. So we need some strength in our hip flexors, strength in the core to hold us up. We also need the ability to round our shoulders. But at the same time as we round the shoulders, we want to spread the collarbones, pushing the chest forward a little bit. So when we do crow, we're rounding the shoulders, we're rounding the shoulders, we're rounding the shoulders, we're rounding the shoulders like cat pose, but then pushing the collarbones away from each other. See that? I'll do that again. Maybe I'll put my hair up so you can see it better. All right, so we're rounding the shoulder blades and then pushing the collarbones forward. Nice and strong. So you can try this sitting and then maybe bend the knees. See if you can touch the big toes together and bring the knees in close. Maybe if the knees can touch on the upper arms, that'd be awesome, awesome, awesome. This is crow pose. Rounding and I'm spreading. If you practice this sitting, it's a lot less of an ordeal for your brain to figure it out. As soon as we flip upside down or try to balance, our brain's like, whoa, where are my legs? I don't know. That's why these poses are challenging. So just try it seated. You bring the knees in, open slightly, toes touch, round the shoulder blades, collarbone spread. You should be able to feel the action happening in your hip flexors, in your abs, and everything really drawing in towards your center. Now, if you're a woman, it's gonna feel like your legs are kind of like this, especially if you're a woman with bigger hips. And if you're a guy, guys tend to have smaller hips than their shoulders, so they'll probably be just like this. So, you play with your body, figure out the anatomy that you have. You play with your body and how to do the pose in a way that works best for you. Let's take it to the mat now, on our hands. So that same action, I'm gonna come to a little squat. I'm gonna come onto my toesies and open my knees slightly. Hands on the ground, they're shoulder distance. Then I'm gonna try to touch my knees to my upper arms, round my shoulders, spread chest forward. From here, I'm gonna lean forward, bending my elbows for the first one, and then I'm just gonna try to lift one foot at a time. If that feels good, maybe you can lift the other foot. Remember to breathe. Okay? So that's crow. If you're more of a beginner to crow pose, chances are your crow will be very low to the ground and your feet might not come together. So it'll look more like this. You make a shelf with your arms, and usually it's thighs on upper arms and the feet are kind of hanging out and you're quite low. So it's more of a beginner variation, but as we get more advanced, we want to pull everything together. Pulling everything through center. That's the action. So one more time. Toesies are touching. Legs are winging out, hands on the ground, shoulder distance, rounding my upper back, bringing my knees in, pulling everything through center. One more time. So pulling everything through center. Leaning forward again, rounding upper back, scooping in belly. One foot at a time comes up. And then once you practice this a lot and you get quite balanced, you can start to try to straighten the arms. You have to change the gaze to look forward. So there you go, it's a quick tutorial on crow pose. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave me your comments or requests below and I'll see what I can do. Have a namaste!